Hi, I'm John Twist of University Motors. Today I want to talk about an MGB problem that we had just the other day, and that was that the speedometer needle was flicking a little bit. Now, heretofore, I would have said the rule is, well, the rule still is, it's always the speedo cable. Okay, the speedo cable is like a wire wound cable, and it snags down inside the outer sheath, and the bottom's constantly turning, but it catches, and so the top whips and causes the needle to flick, okay? And can drive you absolutely bonkers, and it's always the speedo cable. But there's an exception to every rule, and the exception the other day was, come on over here, we'll point at this. The exception the other day was that this gear was loose. This gear, this is obviously a 3-synchro gearbox. The problem we had was a 4-synchro gearbox. Now in a 3-synchro gearbox, this gear, the speedometer gear, is keyed on the main shaft, so it can't slip. But on the later model cars, they got rid of the keyway and just trusted that the rear nut was going to be tight enough. As it turns out, after we put the cable in, it was still flicking a little bit. I said, geez, let's tighten up the rear nut on the gearbox. Let's see if that does anything. We got like a half a turn out of it, and all that stopped. All that flicking stopped. It went absolutely steady. So we're going to ask Dayton to come around to this side, and here's the nut here that you'd have to tighten, you know, on a late model gearbox. So by tightening that, drop the drive shaft away, and then put a rattle gun up in there and bang, 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 and hammer it tight. But that kept the speedometer gear from slipping and returned it to a nice, true and steady. So if the speedo cable doesn't do it, before you take the speedo out and send it to Neisinger Corporation, have Neisinger Instruments, to have them rebuild it, make sure the nut on the back of the gearbox is tight. That's all for today. Safety fast.